Hello friends, welcome back to my studio. Hope you're well. Grab a beverage of choice and settle in because I have got a lovely painting video for you today. I'm just in my sketchbook, and if you want to know what colours I'm using and materials, you can go back to previous vlogs. And I'm just playing around here trying to create some sort of landscape, but very abstracted and loose. So I'm playing around here with these drawing oils again, and I must say, after using them a few times now, they are very buttery and soft and very nice. I am just trying to create a glaze and really just trying to play with the material and find out what they do. And I've just been rubbing that with my finger, and I checked the colour, and it is a cadmium yellow, that one, so I definitely don't want to be touching it with my fingers. So I'm just making sure I'm using a cloth. So that's, first of all, I'm using a baby wipe, very wet baby wipe, and it's taking a lot off. I'm trying to create a glaze there over the pink and the red to get a bit of a peach colour. So I'm there going to just a tissue to see if that will take off less, and I'm pressing really, really lightly. This is the Celadon colour, and oh, I love this colour. It goes on so lovely with these other pinks that I've already got on the page. And again, trying to just lift off the very smallest amount. I'm not trying to create anything finished. This is just a sketch, and it's just playing, just learning what do these materials all do, and just getting the hand moving again. It's been a while since I've created anything, so I think it's really good to just come in the studio and not have an outcome in mind and just be in the discovery of things. And speaking of, this is some acrylic paint I'm laying over the drawing oils, and surprisingly it's not resisting that paint at all. Now the paint is, I'm using it pure, I haven't got any water mixed with it. I have got a little bit of the acrylic medium that I showed in a previous vlog, and given that these drawing oils are oil, I would have thought it would resist the paint similar to the oil pastels do. But it's not, as you can see, it's not resisting that at all. It's not beading over the top, which is very interesting. I'm sorry that I'm using above head fluoro lighting where I am at the moment, and it is giving a little bit of reflection there, so I do apologise for that reflection. It's not allowing you to see as well as you could. So again, seeing what the drawing oil will do over the very wet paint, and it's kind of taken the paint away there a bit, and I'm also, dabbing at it as well. I'm interested in these transparents and kind of glazing techniques in layers, and so a sketchbook's a really great place to experiment where you're not on really expensive paper or perhaps a canvas, and it does free you up to just, it's just a page in a cheap sketchbook, and if it doesn't work you never have to look at it again. But I find you'll just learn so much by just playing around, laying things down. To not use a palette knife, I do prefer a brush, but I've done some study recently with Louise Knowles via Artaway, and she uses predominantly a palette knife and gets some lovely glazing techniques from that, where you can get just kind of lay the paint on and then take it away, and yeah, get this lovely transparency in the paint. So I'm really playing around a lot with palette knives recently to try, and because that's a visual that I'm wanting to create, and if the palette knife gets me there, then great. The thing I don't like about the palette knife is it does give you a bit of a strange mark as well, and having a little bit of the acrylic medium in this paint is allowing it to stay wet for a little bit longer, and that's allowing me to take off those kind of sharp edges that the palette knife does. And I find it's a little bit the same that you get with the palette knife, the marks. So yeah, it's good to play around and learn how to try and create different marks with the palette knife. Obviously changing the shape and size of the palette knife gets different things working in at different angles. And I must say, I am actually enjoying the palette knife a lot more. This colour's that lovely transparent red oxide and a little bit of the other transparent sienna type of colour, the ochre, yellow ochre, and they're just lovely. You can see that laying over the pink. I have got a couple of layers already on these pages before I began today, and they're creating a lovely sort of atmosphere, those transparent colours. So it's really, really, really nice. And here we are with the finished result. The lighting has changed, so they're a little bit darker than what they look like. So yeah, just a quick one today. I hope you really feel like painting and experimenting and playing with your paints after watching this. Well, just before I go, I thought I'd just quickly show you this. Rather than wasting the paint, I was using a Stay Wet palette today, and you can see it is very, very wet because there's a lot of medium there as well, and the paper had all ripped. So I thought I'd just splodge the paint onto the sketchbook and move it around, so I've got a layer there ready for the next painting session. Not much to say about this. I just really play around in very, very wet paint, getting something down, so when I come back to the sketchbook I'm not looking at a blank page. If you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more, leave me a comment so I know to do more of these. And if you've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, hype even. Thanks for being here. Bye.